Let me see. Ooh, did I make sure? Okay. Dang, y'all in here. What's good? Hey, fam. Yeah, musty. Okay. All right, let's see who's in here. Ooh. Let's see if anybody comes in. Hey. Hey, guys. Woo! I just filmed a video. Whoa. Dish a. Yeah, I just filmed a video, so I'm a little bit winded. Wow, it's 300. Hey, yeah. Hey, guys. Ooh. Hey, Gabby. Happy full moon. Yes. Hey, Deshay. You guys are lovely. Hey. You guys. So I just filmed a video that's going to be going up tomorrow. So I just want to, we are here for the live. Yes. So yeah. Hey guys. I mean, I just came here to talk. 444. Yes. I just came here to talk with you guys, share space with you guys. We got somebody from Barbados. Hey. Okay. So I'm sorry. I'm just reading everybody's messages. Hi guys. Hey. Okay, so I just wanted to come on live and talk with you guys, on some real casual stuff, just vibing, sharing space with one another, on some casual, like, family type stuff. So first and foremost, how is everybody doing tonight? How is everybody doing on this full moon? Okay, yo, I kid you not. So you know how, like, the full moon was at 12:12 a.m. Well, for me personally, and I totally missed it, but I mean, you don't really, that would be like the best time to do your rituals, because it's like right there, but you can do it like anytime today, anytime yesterday, like even like tomorrow. You know what I'm saying, but yeah, but can we go ahead and talk about, like, how did it affect you guys? Yeah, Gabby's been super emotional this week. Like yesterday, you guys, for me personally, like I was just not rocking. Like I wasn't rocking. Like I'm going to be really transparent with you guys. Like a lot of my stuff came up. A lot of heaviness that I guess I've just been suppressing. A lot of old unfinished business was coming up to the surface. I just really needed to take some time to isolate myself. I'm going to be so real and transparent with you. Like last full moon of the year, last full moon of this decade, so powerful. Like a lot of people, it affects people differently, but for me personally, like I sat down to film a video, couldn't even do it, and that's okay. Like in those moments where you just feel like, no, I can't show up, I have to be with oneself, listen to body, listen to your soul, listen to your spirit, because you just got to do what's right for you. So yesterday was just a day where I just hit the reset button. I just had to take a minute. Okay. Woo, you woke up crying, and I'm going to be real with you today. I woke up better. Me and Christopher, we always listen to positive affirmations while we sleep. And so I woke up today with affirmations playing, like, I am motivated. I will conquer the day. I am abundant. I am productive. So, me waking up to hear that, that's the first thing, like, we hear when we wake up, before we check the phones, before we log on the computers, before we turn on anything digital. Me and Christopher always hear our affirmations playing. So I feel like for me, that really cheered me up. That really helped me feel better, waking up like, yes, I am motivated. I am that BITCH. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so yes, Gabby's been listening to Subliminals because it works, period, so I just wanted to really share that wisdom with you guys. Like a lot of people, they were basically saying that they felt amazing, they felt great, but I'm here to tell you, if you felt a little bit sad, if you felt a little bit heavy, bless, you're not the only one. Like a lot of my stuff was coming up and I was just like, dang, the shade. So, don't feel bad. Don't beat yourself up for it. But ooh, sis. No, seriously. The beautiful thing to know about this full moon is whatever was coming up for you, or whatever still is coming up for you, whatever sadness, whatever anger, whatever frustration comes up for you or has came up for you, that is, your source, your spiritual body bringing it to the surface so that you can fully release and purge it. All right. So, you know what I'm saying? If you guys haven't done your rituals yet, I don't want you to feel like it's too late, because it is never too late. The energy is still present. The moon is still big and full. It's okay. So you know what I'm saying? Here right now, as you're watching this, you can join me doing a ritual if you please. And this is like so spontaneous, but I really do feel called to go ahead and release some things. So really quickly, I know there's going to be so many people that are going to enter this live chat. Hey, Ken. Hey, girl. Yo, she did hers at 12 a.m. and that's powerful. Listen, I'm so happy you're in here, girl. Oh, shit. I just bumped my table. But anyways, so I was actually watching my homegirl Ken's story on Instagram. And yesterday when I was in a mood yesterday. I was in a freaking mood. And I go onto Instagram and I see her story and I watch it. And I'm just like, yo, that was really cool to watch, her doing her thing. And I was like, yes, I got such good vibes from watching her story. I was just like, whew. Good vibes. I didn't end up doing my ritual yesterday, but what I did was when I was laying in bed, going through my emotions, I was just, using the power of intention. I'm releasing this, I'm releasing that, I'm releasing all of it. I'm releasing anything and everything that's holding me back. And I really just released it with breath intention. And then I just went to sleep. And like I was saying, the next day I woke up and I felt way better, especially hearing those positive affirmations. I am productive. I am secure. Okay. I will get everything that I need to get done today. You know what I'm saying? So that made me feel better, but I am going to be doing a ritual today and I am a little bit late, but never feel like it's too late to do your ritual, because if you feel called to do it, that's spirit telling you hey, you still can do it. So, and just like Ken did on her story, basically my way of releasing, it's the same way that she did it, basically just writing out on a piece of paper. You can start it with I am releasing, and then put the little 2 dots, and then everything that you want to release, write it out, write out all of your feelings. What is it that you want to release? Do you want to release certain people from your life? Do you want to release certain behavior traits that you have, certain addictions? What is it that you want to release? And allow yourself to be vulnerable, because yesterday I was being vulnerable AF. You guys, let me read you this. And this is being so vulnerable right now and transparent, because you guys are my family. And I was telling Chris earlier, I was like, I'm going to go live today, because anytime that I'm not feeling 100% like myself, or anytime that I'm feeling upset or sad, going live with you guys literally just makes me feel so much better. So yesterday, this was how much I was in my feelings. I'm not gonna probably read all of it, but I'm gonna tell you how it started. So, and because I'm so big with the Queen of Cups, I'm so big with telling people, hey, if you're feeling some type of way, write it, journal it. If you feel like you don't have anybody to talk to, or if you feel like you don't feel comfortable sharing certain things that are weighing heavy on your heart, write it. You know what I'm saying? Because there's always some spirit, there's always, the divine source with you, hey, I'm here for you, you know what I'm saying? So yesterday I was in the fields and I started writing, and this is how I started it, you guys. I am currently high. My ways of seeing the world are so different. I have been realizing that every time I smoke, I get sensitive. Me being a Capricorn, and this isn't in here, but me being a Capricorn moon, I'm so used to freaking not showing my emotions, or if something affects me, I'm so quick to be like, I don't care. that doesn't bother me. Oh well, I'll sleep. I don't care. And all my life, you know what I'm saying? That's been my coping mechanism, and it's interesting because in the last forecast reading that I posted, I was like, what are your coping mechanisms? Like, what do you do to cope, and is it unhealthy? And for me, transparency, and I'm going to share this with you because other people might have the same coping mechanism, but with me, like everything that I've been through, like constantly getting bullied, like all that stuff that I've been through, especially like with my own family, everybody has to go through things for a reason, but sometimes like when you go through those things for so long and you're told like, you're ugly, you look like a man, all this other stuff, and you're told this like constantly, you start to believe it. And so like my coping mechanism, especially, dealing with that, I don't care. I don't care. And I just started to build like this energy like, oh, I don't care. I don't care what you got to say about me. But at the end of the day, I can say I don't care all I want. I care, you know what I'm saying? And it's interesting that I'm sharing this with you. Of course, I'm sharing it with you for a reason because obviously there's certain people that can relate to this message. But, with me, especially with having a Capricorn moon, it's just like I've gotten so, I guess, numb to the point of if something bothers me or if I'm hurt about something, I keep it to myself. I keep it pushing and I just don't act like I'm hurt. I don't act bothered by it. But that ties into what I was writing. So basically every time that I smoke, every time that I'm enjoying the herb, I get sensitive, and it's just like it kind of like hits me like because it's like I'm not used to feeling like this. So when I'm in that energy, it's just like yo. So a lot of times when I smoke, I'm gonna be transparent, like I notice like sometimes I'll just cry. I will just cry. And so with that energy, and it's not like I won't cry for like a long period of time. It's just like tears will come out. Just like, yo, maybe I've been holding certain things in for so long. But yesterday I was in the fields. So I wrote out certain things. I get sensitive. I start analyzing my life and actions. All right. And then I was talking about just my feelings and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? The vibes. But yeah, so I would recommend like, if your stuff is coming up, if you feel heaviness, if you feel sad, and you feel like you don't know why you feel sad, get out a journal. And I promise you, like by the time you get to like sentence number 3 or 4, it'll hit you. Like I started writing, right? Because I was just kind of feeling all over the place. And then by the time I got to, I literally wrote out emotional. I wrote it emotional and then I just started crying. But you know what I'm saying? That was a way for me to release it because I got pen to the paper and I got to visually see what was bothering me. And so when you visually see what's bothering you, you can then assess, okay, this is bothering me. What can I do to fix it? And like the power of, creative writing and journaling is so therapeutic. And I feel like a lot of people sleep on it, so if you are, kind of like me and you like to suppress your emotions and you like to act like you're a hard body and nothing bothers you and you're the toughest person in the world, at the end of the day, if you don't properly release those emotions, if you never really get to the bottom of it, that can affect your health. That can affect your physical health, your emotional health. That can affect your relationships with your family, your relationship with your partner, your significant other. So never get to the point where you just feel like, I don't care, never get to that point, because at the end of the day, for you to say that you don't care, you really do care. Happy birthday. They do. Yeah, they affect everybody different. And I'm not condoning it. I'm not saying go out and try it, but I will say, personal experience, I vibe with it. I like it. It helps me see things from a different perspective. It helps me, kind of see certain things. And like if I was sober, I would have missed it, So there's that. Yeah. What else? Okay, I just have a lot that I want to talk to you guys about. So let me sip my refresher. And also when I'm in a mood, when I'm in a vibe, like when I'm just kind of feeling a little bit moody or emotional, what I like to do is I like to just treat myself to something that I enjoy. So today I was like, okay, I want a refresher. I haven't gotten it in a while, so I want it, so I did that, and that really cheered me up. But honestly, what cheered me up today, this sounds so freaking soft, but filming a video, me and Christopher, we went out to Starbucks. We went to his parents' house to see the kitty cats. And yeah, so we went there and then we picked up some yummy food. He got vegetable yakisoba, and then I got a certain dish. It was like the fried, what was it, like the hibachi, yeah, that vegetable hibachi, really good, really yummy. So that cheered me up, and then we got home, we vibed, we chilled, and then now I feel really like myself again, because I got in the flow of like filming again, but like literally like all week. And it's so crazy, like I not to, you know, say that I'm like the best person in the world, but you know, like my weekly forecast, for me at least, they're very accurate, you know. Cause I was just like, yo, like, why is this my life right now? Like, why do I really just need to like rest? Like, yo, but it makes sense. But I feel like I'm rambling. There was something that I was talking about earlier. Oh, yeah. And earlier, because I was filming a video that's going to be up tomorrow, and in that video a message came out from Spirit, and the message was basically look at your, okay, so in the wintertime, when we're shifting into winter, and for a lot of people, some people, you know, it's not winter time where you're at, but where I'm at, it's about to go into winter, okay? And so when the winter season comes, that's when like all of the plants die, the crops die, it gets cold, you know, animals go to hibernate. And you know, for me personally, I love the warmth, I love the summer, I love the heat. All right, so winter, I'm just, every 5 seconds in winter, I'm just like, is it summer yet? Like, can I get some heat? Can I get some vitamin D? Like, can I get it? Like, really, for real now, come on. So that's me. And you'll notice that in the winter times, we enter this period, it's called katabasis, or it's something like that. It's basically the transition. And, you know, winter time, it really symbolizes death, rebirth. So in the winter, this is a period where things that don't serve you, it ends. Things that don't serve you, that you have been walking with, these heavy stories, these heavy programs that you have been walking with for years and years and years, it gets brought up to the surface so that way you can finally release it, purge it, and move on from it, okay? So with that being said, we're approaching that time. And so you'll notice in the wintertime, a lot of people get depressed. A lot of people go through depression. A lot of people go through, you know, periods of sadness or periods where they isolate themselves from family and friends. So in those moments, it's important for you really be open to what presents itself, because Spirit was channeling a message through me earlier. And it was basically the message of when you spill something on carpet, okay? So say that I spill this drink over, right? I spill it, it's red, it's on this table. I can, you know, hurry up, I can run to the sink and I can get like warm water and baking soda and scrub it up and get the stain out. Yes, the stain is out. The moon has just shifted into Cancer as we're talking about emotional things, okay? The moon has just moved into Cancer. What are the coincidences? Ah, that's so cool. And I'm talking with family, so this is vibey, this is lit. The moon just shifted into Cancer, people. Yes. Wow, bless. Okay. All right. So anyways, like I was saying, so you can, if you spill something on carpet, you can clean it up, you can get the surface stain out. But at the end of the day, I guarantee you, if you pull up that carpet, if you go underneath the surface, there's still stains there. There's still things that need to be tended to. Okay, so with that being said, we can go through our spiritual journey like, oh, I healed that. Oh, I released that. But did you really, you know, peel back the layer and dive deep and see what the root of everything is? What is the root cause? All right, so, you know, and this is the energy of, we're constantly growing, we're constantly evolving, but you know, just sometimes it's okay to, you know, peel back the layer and, you know, really evaluate, did we really heal it, or did we just, you know, kind of just like absorb the stain and call it a day? And that's something that I'm currently working on, transparency. I feel like there's a lot of things that I've kind of just swept under the rug, like, oh, I'm over it, I've healed from it, but did I really? All right, hey girl. All right. How do you find subliminals? Okay, I only listen to one channel, and he's not subliminals, he's Affirmations, okay? I would just go straight, you know, skip the middleman and go to You Are Creators on YouTube. You Are Creators has the best positive affirmations. He's legit. He is amazing. Go to his channel. Oh my gosh. It works, okay? All right. Friday the 13th. It's powerful right there. I like Friday the 13th. Tomorrow is Friday the 13th. Hey, we're ready for it. I don't find it spooky. I like it. 13 is a special number to me. 13 is very beautiful. I love 13. Okay. How do you heal? Well, step one with healing, and I'm not, I don't know everything about it, but I do know. This is so funny. So I'm wearing a snake ring. This is a serpent. This is a snake. And the snakes correlate with the south, okay? So when this ties into shamanism, which we could talk about that a little bit. So shamanism and, working with this shamanic practices, you work with the directions, okay? So south. Normally, when you start your spiritual journey, the serpents, the snakes, the south, Sachamama will call out to you first, because when you start your spiritual journey, there's a lot of things that need to be shed, And it's interesting that I'm wearing this ring, because I definitely feel like I've been wearing it all day, because there's certain, old programs and old stories that I'm walking with that are coming up to be shed. So for me, this is symbolism, to shed and release, and don't be afraid to shed that old skin and shed that old story. We're constantly growing. We're constantly evolving. So yeah, working with the south to the directions. So if there's something that you personally need to release, or you personally want to, really work on getting out of your life or releasing, work with the direction south. Pull up the compass in your phone and, sit in the direction facing the south. And this ties into the shamanic practice, so I don't know if this is for everybody, but call upon Sachamama the serpent, Sachamama the serpent, to aid you in releasing, getting snake skin, working with snake skin. Let me see. I have snake skin. Ooh, hold on, you guys. I'm a little bit under the weather. I got shorts on. I'm not naked, but this is real snake skin, And so look at that. Anytime you want to release heaviness, okay, you can use snake skin, a little piece, and this is a powerful ritual. So for those of you out there that have snakes, or that know people that have snakes or anything, ask for the snake skin. You know what I'm saying? And what you do is you just rip off a little piece. You only need a little bit. And this is the power of intention and breath. And this is, South Sachamama's energy. You can call upon this direction of the south to help you release and shed any heaviness that you're walking with. All right. And so basically, you would blow into the snakeskin anything that's holding you back. And a lot of people ask, well, I don't know why I'm feeling like this. I don't know why I'm so emotional. Well, you would just blow in, I'm releasing anything and everything that is holding me back. I'm releasing anything and everything that is causing blockages. Okay. And then I just burn it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to be doing that. I'm doing that after I get off this live. Wow. Yes. For real though. So there's that. How do affirmations change things? So when you listen to affirmations, and this is the science of it, and I want everybody, thank you, you're so sweet, y'all so sweet, y'all so sweet. Okay, this is the science of affirmations. A lot of people are like, yo, just listen to affirmations, it'll change your life, but they don't tell you how. So we have a conscious mind and a subconscious mind. The subconscious is in the back here. Oh, I just ripped out that earring. Okay, well, bless. I don't need to be wearing them anyways. Shit. Okay. So with the conscious and the subconscious mind. So while we are just living our life, our subconscious mind is always observing. It's always listening. It's always taking in new information. Our subconscious mind sucks up things like a sponge. And so basically what your subconscious knows to be true, your subconscious will attract to you in your waking life. So we break this down in many ways. So whatever your subconscious takes in, your subconscious will make that your reality. So this is why it's so important to be mindful of the music that you're listening to. Listen to this, okay? So music is certain frequencies, certain vibrations, right? So if you're listening to music that is depressing, if you're listening to music that talks about being sad, if you're listening to music that talks about dying or death, if you're listening to music that basically talks about being angry, like, oh, F this, F that, F this, your subconscious mind is constantly listening to that. Your subconscious mind doesn't know right from wrong. Your subconscious mind is just observing everything that's being played to it, okay? So listen to this. If you're listening to music that is sad and depressing in your waking life, you will be sad and depressed, okay? If you're listening to music that is violence and gangs and, oh, I'ma shoot that, I'ma shoot him up, peep, 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 all right? If you're listening to that, you're going to be angry. You're going to be upset. You're going to want to fight everybody that you see, all right? This is a little thing that I want you guys to do. Observe your circle, okay? Observe whoever you're close to. Pay attention. What kind of music do they listen to? All right? What music do they listen to, and how do they act on a regular basis? Because I'm going to be real with you. Everybody that I know, everybody that, I've shared space with that listens to that garbage beep, 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 bada, boop, 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 ooh, that kind of music, they're angry, they're sad, they're frustrated, they're all over the place, okay? And this was me, I love a good R&B, all right? I love a good, ooh, you should let me love you. I love it, okay? But I've had to cut certain music out of my playlist because, yes, the beat is fire. The beat is so good, like, yes. But what is this artist talking about? I'm in a healthy, strong, loving relationship. I don't want to manifest, breaking up. I don't want to manifest, somebody stepping out. I don't want that. So just because the melody is good, just because it sounds good, just because because you know me, I love music, all right? I'm a Jupiter and Taurus, music, if it's beautiful, I vibe with it. But you guys, if the words that the artist is speaking is not anything that you want to experience, cut it off, because your subconscious mind is always running. Your subconscious mind is always absorbing information like a sponge, and whatever your subconscious has is what you will attract in your waking life. Okay, so with that being said, if you're listening to positive music, if you're listening to music with, words of empowerment, and if you're listening to music with words of, just high vibration things. And I'm not going to sit here and be like, don't listen to music without words, because for a lot of people, that's just not going to happen. I mean, if you want to be that disciplined about what you put into your subconscious, you're going to make it happen, But for me, I've tried that. And sometimes I just like to sing. I like to vibe out with the artist. So if you're going to listen to music with words, just make sure that you're listening to, more positive. If it's sappy, if it's depressing, if it's about breaking up, if it's about fighting, if it's about, being in the trenches, I don't know about that. Do I listen to it? No. And I'm not here to tell you what to do, but this is from experience, because when I was listening to all of that, Ed Sheeran, when I was listening to the music about being sad or breaking up or, all that stuff, yes, it sounds good, but pay attention to what starts unfolding in your life. Okay. Yeah. And I'm not saying, just don't listen to it. But, if you hear something like, oh, I don't want to listen to it, don't do it. I was listening to, let me put my hair up too, because it's getting a little bit hot. All right, you guys, I'm going to have to get a hair tie. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. You can just stare at my bookshelf. I'm picking up. Okay. All right. It's not the cutest, but it'll do. Okay. But yeah, just be mindful, observe, what starts to happen after you listen to certain songs, all of that stuff. I don't want to be that person to be like, oh, be boring, don't listen to anything. But, just start being mindful. Okay. Yes. Okay. But back to what I was saying about the affirmations. So when you're sleeping, and this is the beautiful thing about affirmations or subliminals, whatever you choose to do, but while you are sleeping, your subconscious mind is still running, okay? This is why I encourage people to turn the TV off, turn the movies off, turn it all off, okay? Because even though you're asleep, your subconscious is still running. So if there are commercials playing that are, talking about getting your car broken into or needing to call the police, in your waking life, you might attract that. Subconsciously, because that's in your subconscious. So turn off everything. Don't make sure that there's nothing playing, because like I said, remember this, your subconscious mind is always running. So while you're sleeping for 7 to 8 hours, sometimes 9 hours, why don't you reprogram your subconscious mind to attract what you actually desire? This is the thing. All right. Why don't we do that? And so Christopher and I, we started listening to positive affirmations about a year ago now. Literally changed our life. Literally changed our life. The thing about positive affirmations is you have to be consistent. You have to listen to it every night for at least 30 days consistently to see the results, okay? But I mean, we listened to it like, it's been more than 30 days. I mean, it's been a year, okay? So, yeah, they have them for everything. If you are wanting self-confidence, okay? You know, if you struggle with confidence, if you need to rebuild your self-esteem, they have them, okay? If you want to be more productive, okay? If you want to be, you know, on top of your ish, if you want to get stuff done, if you want motivation, they have them, okay? If you're wanting multiple streams of income, all right? If you want passive income, if you just want, you know, more money to come into your bank account, they have them. Oh my gosh, yes, definitely, okay? They have them, okay? Like, if you want a healthier relationship, a stronger relationship, okay? If you want to release toxic energy from your past, they have them. And I would recommend You Are Creators on YouTube. You Are Creators, okay? Literally, You Are Creators. Type in You Are Creators affirmations, and he has so many. And you want to talk about results. When you are learning things from people, pay attention to their lifestyle, you know, pay attention to the results. He has results. He started out living in like a small apartment with his kid and his wife, and now he has a freaking mansion. So if you think that these affirmations are a joke, you're missing out. Period. They literally changed our life, and they're still working. So, you know, how do you get rid of these old programs? How do you get rid of these old ways of thinking, especially if you struggle with attracting money? Okay, if you struggle with attracting money, listen to those money affirmations, because your subconscious mind will reprogram and you will attract money in your waking life. So for everybody wondering, that's how it works. You know, your subconscious mind is always running, okay? Always, period. Okay. 13 is transformation. Yes. 13, 13, 7. So many synchronicities, okay? 13 is a good number for me. I love it. So let me sip some drink. But, you know, with the whole music thing that I was talking about, I would really recommend, you know, at least take it into consideration. You know, because you won't hear me listening to any of this new mainstream music. It might sound really good. The beats might sound fire. But what are they even talking about? Like, it's garbage. It's nonsense. And it's really sad, you know, seeing all of the youth, seeing these younger generations listening to this new mainstream music, because, like, it's just like, yo, at this point, people are just saying certain things just to rhyme. And it's just like, where is you know, you have young people listening to you, you know, like, say some empowering things, you know, but you know, at the end of the day, everybody's going to do their thing. But I do always tell people that I care about. I tell people that I really want to see succeed. Cut it out. You know, just don't listen to it, like that trap music. And let me tell you this, Christopher, when I met Christopher, he used to listen to that trap music. Christopher used to be one of them. He used to listen to that trap music that started from the trap. Now I rap, I yeet. He used to listen to that. You know what I'm saying? And he's changed so much. He did a complete 180. He's such a sweetheart. I mean, you know, if you try him, you're still gonna get, you know, you don't try him, but he's not like being extra, you know. So he's just evolved so much on his journey, and he really helped me, you know, evolved as well. Like, we're growing together. But that, if he can do it, anybody can do it, because he used to listen to, like, the music that he used to listen to, like, it's super degrading to women, and just talking about being in the trenches and do, you know. And so it's just like, and, you know, if that's what you're into, you know, bless. But I definitely feel like Spirit has brought you here to hear this for a reason. Do I listen to Jhené Aiko? And again, this is the thing about music. If the person sounds good, bless, but what are they singing about? And this isn't to, you know, like, bash her or anything, but she talks about, like, you know, being hurt by men, or, you know, going through hard times, or, you know, and she's such a beautiful soul, and I definitely feel like she's evolving spiritually, especially now with what she's getting into. But I personally don't listen to her music. I think she's gorgeous. I think she's beautiful. But at the end of the day, it's all about the lyrics. It's all about what she's speaking about. And if I don't want to track that, I'm not going to listen to it. Yeah, sometimes she's depressing. depressing. I mean, the thing that how they say, like, if you just got in a breakup, listen to Janae Aiko and stuff like that. Like, I don't want to break up. I don't want to do that, you know? No cap. Cap. So, you know, but she's amazing, you know? But yeah, her voice is beautiful, but yeah. Okay, let me see. Huh. Hi, I have a question. Sometimes you and other readers say stuff like they think you are beautiful, but wait. Girl, weight does not matter. You are beautiful whether you're big, thin, small, skinny, chunky. You are beautiful. Period. Weight does not matter. Okay? Wait, girl. So good. Yo, my playlist, it's so diverse. I mean, I grew up listening to country music. That's not all I listen to. But I mean, they be vibing, they be bopping. Yeah. I listen to that. I listen to a lot of reggae. I listen to a lot of the old school R&B. That's what I listen to mainly. I listen to a lot of like, I just like people with like different vibes. I like people with like different kind of voices. Yeah, that's who I listen to. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm just reading. Country music do slap. It slap though. Okay. Thank you for changing your life. Bless. Summer Walker. Hey, somebody said thoughts on Summer Walker. These are my thoughts, okay? These are my thoughts. For one, she can sing. Like, yo, her music is fire. And I don't listen to, I haven't heard all of her music. I just heard like this one song and I was like, yo, this shit's fire. Like, hold on, wait, 1 second. 1 second, guys. Okay. So, okay, anyways, so yeah, she can sing really good, but like I said, it's just like what artists talk about. It's just like if I don't resonate with it, I'm not gonna listen to it, but she can sing really good. And yo, like with all the hate that she's been getting, like people honestly, but you know what, that's none of my business, but I feel like she's handling it very well, and I feel like it sucks that she has to get that kind of feedback from people, but I feel like honestly everything that we go through, we have to go through it for a reason. So you know, she's going through that whole situation for a reason, you know, so you know, nobody, it sucks that that has to happen, but I feel like she'll be able to push through. Okay, yeah, it's very depressing, that's why I don't listen to it. This is so good, yo. Yeah, everybody's been asking me to share my playlist. I'll do it. I have to find a way to do it. I love, yeah, I really listen to that. Your ears are ringing because spirits are trying to communicate with you. You already know the vibes. Okay, what topics do you guys want to talk about? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be like one of those people on lives that are just staring at the screen. What do deers and lions represent in dreams? Well, lions, anytime that a lion comes up in a dream, it's spirit telling you to really be courageous. Stick up for what you believe in and listen to heart, okay? And don't be afraid to speak what's on your heart. Don't be afraid to go after what's on your heart. Go after your passion. Speak for what you want. And the deers, you know, when you think of deers, you think of a deer caught in headlights. So this deers could be a warning, you know, there could be something coming through for you and you want to steer clear from it, you know. So there's that. I'm drinking a strawberry acai refresher light ice, Trenta. Woo! Just Jalen. Hey, girl. My homegirl Jalen's in the house. Can you talk about why your cycle lines up with the full moons? Yo, that's powerful. if your period lines up with the full moons, that's a clear indicator that you are aligned, like you are in alignment, like you are in alignment with, the cycle, you're in alignment with the universe. So people, when there's period cycles, fall in with the moon cycles, like I feel like you're definitely in tune, and I feel like that's very special as well, like very in tune. And I feel like you guys are easily able to get messages from spirit that way. And I feel like I just feel like you are in alignment, period, all day, every day. It's like, that's all I can say about that. Like, you are definitely like, I'm just hearing connected, all right? Being connected with source. Like, so that's powerful. I'm going to be transparent. Mine is not. Like, that's why I'm looking jealous, but that's powerful right there, Jalen. Period. All right. So, let's see. Oh, how to deal with depression. Yeah. How to deal with depression. It's interesting because that was one of the topics that I wanted to talk about, is like how to cope, like if you catch yourself in a funk, if you catch yourself kind of just feeling a little bit like sad or depressed or moody, because yesterday that was the vibes for me, and of course that's because the full moon was bringing up certain things that I need to personally work with. Okay. Wow. Look at that. Prayer. Okay. Can I get a what? What? How to deal with depression. Yeah, this is a big one right here. Prayer, like, and it doesn't matter if you pray to, deities, if you pray to your ancestors like myself, if you pray to the universe, if you pray to Jesus, all right, whoever you pray to, it does not matter, because at the end of the day, prayer is you speaking to source. Okay, source. And everybody has different interpretations of what source is. So some people, source is Jesus. All right, to some people, source is source, the most high, the divine, the sun. To some people, source is their deities that they work with, or their ancestors. Me personally, source for me is the most high. It's the sun. Source is the ultimate, and I don't look at source as Jesus. I don't do that. No. But that's just my preference. Mercury and Sag right now got me just speaking my truth. But yeah, so, prayer, it doesn't matter who or what you pray to. It's all about just, praying like, hey, like, this is what I'm going through. This is how I'm feeling, universe, source, come through and really, take this heaviness, take this weight off of my shoulders. Prayer is a beautiful, powerful way to release the depression. And for me, something that I did to get out of that funk is doing what you love, okay? Even if it's as simple as getting a little refresher, getting your favorite drink, getting your favorite food, speaking with who you really enjoy being around, spending time with your boyfriend, your significant other, your family. And also, if you're dealing with depression or if you're dealing with anxiety, step away from the phones. Step away from social media. Okay. Like, that's a big one. Okay. And excuse me. Whew. But yeah, stepping away from the social media, stepping away from electronics, because, in this day and age of Aquarius, we get so caught up with scrolling. We sometimes have a hard time hitting the off button and, stepping away from it. And wow, prayer is back again. Whoa. So I feel like whoever asked that question about how to deal with depression, Spirit is telling you to pray, like pray. Okay. But yeah, like stepping away from social media, don't be afraid to, take some time. If you have a hard time staying off of your apps, like delete the app for a day or something like that. But that's a big message, just finding balance. And, also, what are you eating? Like, I find myself falling into funks if I eat like a lot of processed food, and processed food is basically anything that comes in a box, anything that comes in a bag. So whether it's, gluten-free, dairy-free, vegan, whether it's any of it, if it's processed, it's still not the best for you. Now, I'm not perfect. I be eating processed food sometimes because it's quick, it's simple, it's easy. But if you're doing that, make sure you're getting enough of the Make sure you're getting enough of the raw, fresh fruits and vegetable in your diet. Balance, okay? It's all about the balance, you know? But yes, kind of taking a break from processed foods because, you know, believe it or not, foods really do affect your mood. It affects your mental health, your physical health, your emotional health, you know, because a lot of times, what do they put in these foods? You know, they put a lot of dyes, they put a lot of, you know, just weird chemicals. And it's interesting because this has been coming up a lot. Like, a lot of the foods that are in these stores, it's food like products. It's not even real food. You know what I'm saying? Like, period, point blank. Like the honey buns, the glazed donuts, all that stuff. Like, if you look at ingredients on some of that stuff, and I don't have any of that in my house to show you as an example, but if you look at those ingredients, like, what is it? Like, do we really know? At this point, we're trusting somebody that we've never even met in a higher up position to feed us and our family. And at the end of the day, if you're somebody that doesn't look at the ingredients list, if you're somebody that only looks at the calories, let me tell you, you want to go ahead and switch that up. You want to pay attention to the ingredients. And if anything that you're about to put in your cart has dye in it, red 40, blue 30, yellow 40, yellow 10, if it has dye in it, do you know that those dyes cause ADHD in children? Okay, it causes brain dysfunction. It causes, you know, all of these diseases. Okay, you know, it doesn't just come. It's not hereditary. It's from the foods that we eat. And I'm not about to sit on here and drop all of these gems, but I am telling you that you're here in this live chat for a reason. So if you are consuming all of these chemicals and these food like products, you want to go ahead and shift, okay? Or at least moderation. Cut it back, okay? ADHD. And think about it. I mean, there's so many children, excuse me, bus. There's so many children that are, you know, getting diagnosed with ADHD and ADD, and it's just like so common. But why is it common? They're eating Fruit Loops, they're eating Twinkies, Ho-Hos. All right, they're eating processed Lunchables and cheese. All right, these kids, their diets. I mean, it's just you know, they're so young wearing glasses, and that's not normal. You know, and this is me also. At a young age, all I would eat is McDonald's. You know, fast food, processed food, Lunchables, combos, soda after soda after soda. I was to a point where I would drink a whole 2 liter of Diet Coke in one sitting in one day. All right. Sometimes I drink multiple 2 liters. That's not okay. And look at me. I'm over here just talking about because I'm so passionate about this. If you knew better, you would do better. And so Spirit has brought you here to hear this little message here. You know, be mindful of what you're feeding yourself, your family, your children. All right. Yes, Ken. Yes, pizza, you know, and it's just like, it's so addicting. And it's just like, yo, especially like if you start, you know, at such a young age and that's all you've eaten, that's all you know, like in your adult years, we become so picky and like eating vegetables or whole foods is just disgusting and nasty, but bless, you know what I'm saying? The fact that, you know, at a young age, we were eating these things and now we've evolved to the point where we don't even eat it no more. Like, oh my gosh, like that just shows so much about our willpower, our determination, all that. And I personally feel like it's that Leo energy, all right, that Leo rising sister, you know. But yeah, okay. What about these vegan options at fast food chains? And this is the thing. I'm not saying that it's 100% healthy, but, you know, I mean, so many things are just, the way I look at it, the vegan options at the fast food chains to me are the healthier options. So if you are going to eat at these fast food places, opt out for the no meat option, opt out for the cruelty free, you know, just, you know, try that, you know, instead. I feel like that's a stepping stone, like with Burger King, the vegan burger and all that stuff. Like, I feel like I personally wouldn't eat it just because of my morals and how it's still, you know, served next to the beef burgers. But, you know, for people that are transitioning, for people that want to, you know, save the planet and the environment while eating out, that's perfect, you know, do what you got to do, you know, but I don't want to talk about all of that. If you want to book a reading with me, you can head over to my website at goldenlineage.com. All right, I still have a few openings available. Okay. Okay, I don't have the money to afford any of that. And bless creation. When you're switching over to a healthier diet, and I'm not on here telling you to, just cut everything out cold turkey, but we have the power of creation, okay? This is the energy of, kind of just playing and experimenting with certain dishes. I will tell you what, one of the cheapest staples in my diet is lentils, okay? Legumes, beans, black beans, kidney beans, all that, okay? You can get it in bulk, or you can get the cans of it. That's really cheap. And, you eat beans. And I'm telling you, like, produce isn't really that expensive. How much is a steak? All right. How much is it? It all adds up, but it's what you choose to put your money into, because when I go to the store and I only am getting stuff from the produce section, I'm spending like $30 or less. And that's on period. I'm just being transparent with you. So a lot of people have the excuse, or society has made us, form this excuse of, oh, it's too expensive. When in reality, if you go into the store with a $20 bill and you're getting, healthy whole foods, I mean, you should have a few things, what I'm saying? I mean, I can make whole videos on that if you guys are interested, because I feel like it's just all about shifting your perspective, Yeah, you can make a solid meals, with the staples of rice, brown rice, quinoa as well. Quinoa is really good. Beans, a lot of vegetables like cucumber. Okay, you can get the pasta noodles. Make a nice little pasta salad with cucumbers, cherry tomatoes. The seasonings, all that. Okay, but I'm not gonna be chatting too much. Not gonna be chatting too much about that. But if you want more information, let me know. Let me know if you do. Yes, vegan is only expensive when you're heavy on the meat substitutes, and I second that. I do. It is very expensive when that's all you're consuming, and also if you are vegan and all you're consuming is the meat substitutes, some people say that it's just as bad, the soy and all that, but and the vegan cheese, but starting out, I will say starting out, do it. If that is what you are comfortable with starting out, eat it. I did. I really did. And then I noticed I had to cut back a little bit, because when you're eating all of the processed vegan meat substitutes, you gain weight. I don't know what the freak they put into it. I said, let me stop. Let me cut it out, because soy isn't really that good for you either. And a lot of them have soy. It's hard to find meat substitute with soy. But yeah. Okay. Oh, the name of the book. Sorry, I'm reading the screen. Let me see if I can find it. All right. This is the book. Everybody screenshot this. Screenshot it. Yes. Okay, who said that? Energetic exchange. Let's go ahead and talk about that. So everybody screenshot this if you're interested. Check it out on Amazon. Not sponsored, but if you want to educate yourself, if you want to get hip, if you want to really open up that third eye and see the truth for what it is, period. Screenshot it. Check it out. Period. All right. Knowledge is power, people. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about this, because somebody mentioned it. Somebody brought it up, and I always love talking about this, okay? Yes, I am going to be doing a giveaway, because I have accumulated some decks that I do want to gift to some lucky people. So let's see. Okay. Y'all ready for this one? The act of sex. What does sex mean? Okay. So, I talked about this in one of my lives on Instagram, and I gotta watch how I word things now, because YouTube's on some other stuff. But anyways, so the power of exchanging energy with somebody else via sex, okay? So, sex, yes. I gotta be careful what I say, because I don't want to get, flagged or anything. So, okay, here we go. this is so important. And I don't want to word it weird or anything like that. Woo! Woo! Okay. It's getting a little heavy. We got to talk about it. So, a little things here. So, yes, this is the tea, you guys. All right, especially for my viewers that aren't educated with this. Let me educate you really quick. Let me educate you. All right. Whew. Ace of Wands, baby. All right. So, okay, here we go. So, in this society, in this day and age, especially like we were talking about the music earlier, a lot of stuff that is getting tossed around is, just, I'm going to keep saying sex, okay? And you guys know what that means. We're all big kids here. It's like, I'm just joking. But, with the act of having sex, ooh, all right. Yes, I'm gonna say baby making. Thank you, Tiffany. That's even better. Thank you so much, sister. Okay, so the act of baby making, you guys, I feel like in this society, in this generation, people take it too lightly. People take it way too lightly. And let me go ahead and educate you guys on it. So basically, when you are in the process of baby making, Ace of Cups, when you are, oh my gosh, you guys, I cannot make this up. Ace of Cups just came out. All right. So when you are doing that, I mean, it's just on so many levels, but basically, it's just like, dang, I have to like really be mindful of the words that I'm speaking because I don't want, to get flagged or anything like that. But when you are in an intimate setting with somebody, when you are vulnerable enough to, expose your body, expose your reproductive organs with another person and let them enter you, do you understand what you have just done? Okay. When you and I'm going to just say from a female's perspective, because I'm a female. Okay. If you're a male, this applies to you as well. Don't get it twisted. When you are a female, because I'm a female, I'm going to just say this. When you are a female and you become vulnerable to the point where you expose your womanhood to, somebody that you are about to baby make with, all right, you are literally letting them get inside of your aura. You are letting them literally get inside of you, okay? And let's go ahead and talk about wombs, okay? All women, okay, all of us, we have something called a womb, okay? And the womb is what gives birth. The womb is what creates the baby, okay? And a lot of people don't take into consideration that the wombs don't just create children. The wombs don't just create babies. Whatever life experiences you've had, whatever, whoever you have let inside of you, whoever you've let penetrate inside of you, their energy is inside of your womb. And remember, the wombs give birth, okay? So whatever is stored inside of the womb, you are birthing out every single day, okay? So think about it. Ladies in here, take this into consideration. How many people have you had? How many people have you let inside of you? And this is a no judgment zone, okay? This is a no judgment zone, but this is here for you to reflect. How many people have been inside? Okay? Okay? Hold on, wait 1 second. Okay. So, I'm sorry. Oops. Hold on, wait. So whatever that is, think about those people, okay? And whoever those people are they good people? What are their intentions, okay? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, think about it, because whatever type of person they are, whatever, energies that they're walking with, it's now inside of your womb, okay? And it's not, I don't care what your number is. I don't care what it is. This is a no judgment zone, but this is simply to help you reflect and just think about, okay, how many people have had access to your womb? And that's something that you need to go ahead and cleanse, because remember, your womb is creating things. So for example, if you partake in, You know, SE, you know the rest. If you partake in that with somebody that is a thief, somebody that is a liar, somebody that is rude, somebody that disrespects their mother, somebody that abuses people, if you let this kind of person enter inside of you, you have now just exchanged energy with them. So a part of them is inside of your womb, okay? A part of this person is inside of you. Okay. And so think about, if there's, a woman and she's constantly just letting people inside of her left and right. She doesn't know their background. She don't know their history. She don't know what they've done. She don't know who that person is, but she's constantly letting people inside of her. What is that woman going to be like? That woman's going to constantly be angry. That woman's going to constantly be moody. That woman is always going to feel like, what is wrong with me? I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm all over the place. The reason why she's that way is because she's exchanged energies with multiple people that have false, horrible intentions, bad intentions, people that don't genuinely love her, people that don't genuinely care for her. She's let them in, okay? She's let them enter her, okay? And when that happens, you are shifting energies and you're being a part of that person. That's why it's not just, they're not just saying it for your health, ladies and gentlemen, okay? When they say be selective of who you share space with, be selective, okay? Okay, be very selective, okay? And if they don't, and this is another thing, so it's not just all bad, okay? It's not all bad, you know what I'm saying? If you are sharing space with somebody that loves you, somebody that genuinely wants to see you succeed, if you're sharing space with people, if you're letting somebody inside of you that loves you, that cares for you, that adores you, that wants to grow with you, that has pure, genuine intentions, they're filling your womb up with love, with happiness, all right? If you're in a healthy, strong relationship and your partner is, constantly filling you with love and just happiness, you're going to reflect that. That's why when people get in a long-term relationship, they're glowing. They're not just glowing for a reason. They're glowing because their partner is literally putting that, that good vibration. And this is for everybody. This is for everybody. It doesn't matter what what you are into. It doesn't matter if you're a female and you're into females. It doesn't matter if you are, whatever it is, whoever your partner is, whoever you're letting inside of your womb or, inside of you, if they have good intentions, you're going to be a reflection of that, and if they have bad intentions, the same thing. All right. So take that into consideration. But if you have, okay, same thing. If you are a gay male, that's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? They're still entering inside of you. They're still, you guys are still sharing space. So you want to be mindful, especially if it's lust. If they are, just kind of using you to, do their thing and then dip, cut it out, okay? Because you notice a lot of people that, hook up with people and then they just hit it and quit it. They're sad, they're angry, they can't find love, they can't find happiness because, it's like they're settling, you know what I'm saying? So if you have, a history of that, or if you're wanting to cleanse yourself from that, yoni steaming, okay, cord cutting meditations, setting the intention, I'm clearing my body, I'm clearing my energetic field from any filth, from any of that, okay, all of it, okay? So with that being said, now that you know this, if you knew better, you would do better. So hearing this, be mindful, if you're caught up in the moment, you kind of just met somebody, it's been like a week or so, or maybe even a month, ask yourself, what is this person's true intentions? Because a lot of people in this society, in this day and age, they will say whatever it takes to get a piece of you, and then they'll dip. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be real. We gotta really, use our intuition. And this is the energy of Queen of Swords, King of Swords. Okay? This is the energy, and I'll talk about the male. Okay, this is the energy of, listening to heart, but also listening to our logic. If your logic is like, ooh, I don't know, I need to wait it out, I need to really see what they're about, listen to that. And what happens to the male? Okay, what happens to the male if the male is just running around going in Teresa, Sharkeisha, Lanisha, Quanisha, Katie, Beatty, Sammy, Whammy? What happens to the boy? What happens to him? Okay, well, think about it. So So, all right, we have, let's say, for example, let's say this is Bryce, all right? This is Bryce. Everybody meet Bryce, all right? So Bryce here, all right, Bryce has met Samantha, right? And so Bryce wants Samantha. So Bryce is going to get her. So Bryce got Samantha. That's one. All right. Bryce isn't feeling Samantha anymore. He's not about it. So Bryce sees Katie. All right. And Bryce wants some of Katie. So he's going to get Katie. He just did it. He's not feeling it. He just feels disconnected. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Yes. Lashana. All right. They are day one. He did it. He's dying. But anyways, so look at this, right? Bryce has been active with all of these crystals, right? So Bryce here is now spiritually on an energetic level connected to her, and her. So on a spiritual level, on an energetic level, think about this. For females and males, anybody that you decide to baby make with, all right? Anybody that you decide to, connect with on that intimate, sacred level, you have a spiritual, energetic tie connecting to them. So just because Bryce decided to be active with her, and her, guess what? Her, and her are all connected. Her, and her share the same energy. They share the same attachment. So look at this, okay? Look, follow with me here. Bryce is done with all these, okay? Maybe Bryce comes to her, maybe once a month, just to get a little yeah, and then he backs off, all right? So, there's that. So they all share energy, but now Bryce meets her, okay? And we're gonna name her Sasha. So one day, Bryce sees Sasha, right? And Sasha, she's so pure, okay? Sasha, she's not tainted. She's a pure soul. She's a sweetheart. She's so loving. She is just the sweetest girl in the world. She sees life from the freaking purest eyes ever. And Bryce comes here, all right? And Bryce is very attractive, all right? He just has this look, all right? And Bryce sweet talks Samantha or Sasha. Bryce, says everything that he needs to say, and she falls for it. She's pure. She's a sweetheart. She doesn't know any better. She falls for it. He says what he needs to do. Boom. So this sweet, innocent Sasha is now attached to not just him, to her, and her. And, now that Sasha has, shared space with Bryce, now she's moody. Now she's irritable. Now she's not following her dreams. She's unmotivated. Now she wants to fight all the time. Now she's angry. Why is she feeling this way? She's feeling this way because not only is she connected to this low, nasty stank, she's connected to her, and her. And she has a history of fighting. She has a record, all right? She's just angry all the time, all right? And she don't know what she want to do with her life, okay? So this innocent, pure soul is now tainted all because of him, okay? So when guys are out here talking about, oh, yeah, I'll get her, I don't care, I won't wife him up, I'll just hit it and quit it. When guys are talking about that, when guys have a history of that, run. Okay. And I'm not saying, just run away from these people, but if that's their energy, if that's their lifestyle, don't even mess with it. All right. And so you wonder why all these guys have all of these problems. You wonder why they're so sick in the head. You wonder why they can't keep a relationship. You wonder why they mess good things up when they have it, because they have all of these toxic, nasty attachments to all of these females, and all of these females, it's just so much that we could talk about, but we all start out as Sashas, and whoever we choose to share our energy with, that sets the tone for it. So if you're watching this and you are a Sasha, protect your energy and don't just give it up. Don't just give it all up. Really, get to know that person. There's nothing wrong with, taking some time, taking a year or 2 years to just make sure that this is who you want to let enter your sacred space, okay? And for all of my ladies out there, definitely do research on the womb. And let me go ahead and share this gem here. So our wombs, like I was saying, our wombs give birth, okay? And so what happens when a woman has a tainted womb. So a woman that has all of this past trauma stored in her womb, a woman that has fibroids in her womb, a woman that has anger and sadness, a woman that's holding on to 10 breakups, a woman that has let multiple men inside of her. What happens when she gives birth from that womb? What is going to be the outcome? Her child is going to embody all of the traumas, all of the pain that she has embodied. So us women, it's so important to heal our womb before we bring another child, another pure, innocent Sasha into this world, because you wonder why there's so much, foul stuff going on in the world. You wonder why there's so many people that are violent. There's so many people that are, causing harm. That is the outcome of women with tainted wombs and trauma-filled wombs. That's the outcome of what happens. Women with tainted wombs give birth to children that are, in a sense, tainted. And that sounds so horrible to say, but I've seen it, firsthand. A woman that is filled with anger, a woman that just has anger problems and anger issues. All 9 months of her pregnancy, she's angry, she's bitter, especially if the woman is having, issues with the father of the child. Bless. I mean, that poor child is going to be born into just so much heaviness, and that child is going to walk with heaviness. And 10 times out of 10 or 9 times out of 10, that child is going to be born with some sort of karma, and I've seen that firsthand, and that really sucks, but now it's to the point where we sometimes have to experience it so we break the cycle, so us women, we're powerful. And I don't care what nobody says, us women, we're powerful. Without women, I'm sorry, the world just won't go round. And so we have to take our power back. And this is kind of turned into, like a whole thing about the womb and, the woman health and all of that stuff, but it's powerful. So if you're walking around with old trauma, if you're walking around with, abuse, and this could be mental abuse, physical abuse, sexual abuse. It could be any kind of abuse, but if you're holding on to that, cleanse your womb, okay? If you have had multiple partners inside of you, no judgment, cleanse it. Okay, yoni steaming, okay, yoni eggs, okay, all of this stuff here. And there is an author, her name is Queen Afu. All right, Queen Afu, she is a goddess. Like, she is beautiful, and I strongly feel like she was incarnated here on planet Earth to awaken us women, to spread the message here that we have to get it together, because all of us here. Oh, how do men do the cleanse? Okay, we'll talk about that. Yeah, it's just, I feel like we've talked about so much stuff here. Hey, Johnny John from Rhode Island. Hey, yeah, everybody hit the whoa for Johnny John. I'm a Life Path 7. How do men cleanse themselves? So men, okay, I would recommend, if you have had multiple partners, if you have had multiple people that you have had intimate moments with, I would so recommend to, for one, it all starts with intention. Are you wanting to change? Because if you are intending to change, if you are serious about separating yourself from your past, set the intention. Okay, set that intention. Hold on one second. Okay. It all starts with the intention. Okay. And then I would also recommend to have a deep spiritual bath. But with this spiritual bath that you take, really put cleansing herbs in there. All right. And as you're taking that spiritual bath, what are you doing? I am cleansing and removing any unwanted energies from people that I've been intimate with. It's just really, it's in depth, cord cutting. I'm cutting and removing any cords that may have been created from being intimate with, all these people. Okay. Yes. Yes. But, and this isn't to scare you. Like, if you are in a very healthy, committed, loyal, faithful relationship with somebody that genuinely loves you and wants to see you succeed and wants to see you thrive and just wants the best for you, that's beautiful. Continue to be intimate. Continue to share space, because and that's exactly why a lot of people, they're like, oh my gosh, she's glowing. She's glowing. It's not just because it's because she's happy, but it's because her partner partner is filling her up with love, you know? So if you're just doing things with people that are being lustful and looking at you just as a toy and using you just for like 5 minutes and like, you know, throwing you out, you know, you're not going to really be glowing. But enough of that conversation. Let's go ahead and change the subject. Is there anything that you guys want to talk about? Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you, Stacy. Oh, thank you, Raven. Thank you. My boyfriend is a Virgo. The Virgo tamed the lion. He sure did. He's a sweet pea. It's funny because my Venus is in Virgo and I'm dating a Virgo, so that's alignment right there. Thank you, Kyle. Oh, I'm from Maryland. Oh, cleansing children. Okay, that is a really good one. Okay, because I know personally when I have my family, when I start my family, cleansing is important. So cleansing children, I mean, I'm no expert on this, but what I would personally do is, you know, especially with their just babies, you know, it's as simple as, you know, setting a freshly cleansed crystal under their crib, under their mattress, or, you know, kind of close to them. I wouldn't put it, you know, somewhere where they can grab it and, you know, accidentally like mess with it or anything like that. But, you know, I would honestly keep amethyst near the baby. I would keep rose quartz for love and happiness and healing and just blessing the child. And I would definitely, you know, just crystals are so like literally like, even getting their birthstone, you know, and keeping that near the baby. That's something that I would recommend. Okay, that's just what I would do, you know, starting out simple, but even if your children are older, you know, putting a little crystal in their book bag without them knowing, so they don't like mess with it or anything. That's something that I would do as well. And just honestly being with your children 24/7, especially in this day and age, you know, with all the craziness, just really a big way to protect and cleanse your children is just, you know, embracing them with your love and your undivided attention. And, you know, in this generation, it kind of really is unfortunate because, you know, so many people, they have children, and in order to raise the children, they have to go to work, and they're at work for 8 hours plus. And so, you know, who's really raising your children? And I feel like, you know, a powerful part of, you know, having children and protecting them and keeping them out of harm's way is really being around them and nurturing them. You know, when a child is from age 0, fresh out of the womb, to 7, that's when they're absorbing, their subconscious is absorbing so many things. So if a child is, you know, constantly getting showered with positive affirmations, and their parents are, you know, cuddling them and nurturing them, and they're in a really positive environment, that child is going to grow up to be very, you know, well-rounded, very well-behaved, and, you know how to express their feelings and emotions. So you want to make sure that you're spending as much time with your children from, you know, up until the age 7. And of course, you know, after 7, continue to nurture them and give them love, but be mindful of who's around your children before, you know, up until the age 7, because that's when they're absorbing all of the information. So for example, if there is a child and this child grew up in a family where a single mother, no father was in the picture, if that child grew up with a single mother and the mom always had to be at work, and the mom always left that child at a random babysitter, and, you know, the mom, she really didn't do it on purpose. She had to do what she had to do. And if that child is constantly going from house to house, from, you know, babysitter to babysitter, around random people and more random people, you don't know what these random people, you don't know what they're doing around your child. You don't know what's being played on the TV. You don't know any of it. But remember, from the age, you know, newborn to 7, your child is learning. Your child is absorbing so many things. So it's very important to make sure that you're not just throwing your child from place to place. You want to make sure that you at least know who you're, you know, letting your child stay with, okay? It's just very important. That's just what I would do. You know, for me personally, I'm not going to be doing the whole babysitter thing. I'm not going to be doing any of that. I'm going to make sure before I have a child that me and Christopher are ready, you know, that we're ready and that we are stable enough to, you know, be able to have the income coming in passively, and we're able to give our child the undivided attention that it needs. And I'm not bashing anybody that has to work. I'm not bashing it. You had that child for a reason, you know. Obviously, you had to experience that. Your child had to experience that. You know, certain children are just born in, you know, with karmic debt. Certain children are just born into this world. You know, that's what, we're talking facts here tonight. Certain people, this is so important. You know, your name holds a vibration. So when you are pregnant, when you and your significant other are determining the name of your child, look into numerology, look into the power of your name, because whatever you name your child, that sets the tone for your child's life. How many numbers, okay, how many letters are in your child's name sets the tone. All right, you want to make sure that your child's name doesn't equal up to a karmic debt number, because if your child has a karmic debt, you know, number, life path, they're always going to have issues. They're always going to run into problems. They're always going to have lessons to learn, and their life is going to be hard. Let's be real. Let's be transparent. So when you're naming your children, you have to be mindful. I would recommend going to a numerologist, speaking to a numerologist and asking for advice. The numerologist will literally tell you, okay, this is what you want to name. Like, you basically, you present the numerologist with all of the potential names for the child, and the numerologist will break down how that child's life will be. All right, are you with me? Okay, look up the meaning of your name. If you have like multiple letters in your name, like for instance, I think the letter N, I don't know off the top of my head, but certain letters hold energies. All right, it's very crazy, girl. And people don't think about this, but you know what? Age of Aquarius, the truth is coming out. The truth is coming out whether the higher ups want it to or not. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the power of names and vibrations. I was blessed to not have a karmic debt. I was blessed, you know, not to deal with that. But, you know, now that you guys are hearing this, you know, don't just name your child something because it sounds cool. Really, you know, evaluate, okay, what kind of life do I want my child to have? I don't want my child to have to struggle for money, so I'm going to name it something that, you know, is good with that, you know, it's real good. So, you know, just thinking about certain things, keeping that into consideration, but, you know, so yeah, that's just a little bit, I just love it, you know, just certain stuff. And it's so crazy because a lot of people, you know, let's go ahead and talk about this. So, you know, with children, and a lot of times, like, pay attention to it. When you see, like, certain kids, they're born into, you know, broken families, or they're born into, you know, sad circumstances. It really could be because of their name. It could be because of their name, but also, you know, certain, that's just in their life contract. That's just what they signed. I really, honestly, my thoughts, my belief systems, I feel like it ties into the name, because like that's literally like, I mean, your name, your birth. I mean, that basically my thoughts. Let me try to word this. And this is just my thoughts, okay? So you can have your own belief systems, but literally your time of birth, your place of birth, your date of birth, that maps out your life. And your name, okay? Your name, that does those right there, that's it. So when a lot of people, they're dealing with divorces, or they're dealing with abundance, good luck, prosperity, I mean, it's all mapped out for you. I look at life as basically, I mean, everything that happens to us, it's in the records, it's in the book, you know, like this is basically our life has been wrote out for us, and we're just playing it out. That's just my theory. You know, I'm constantly growing and evolving, but as of right now, I just feel like it's kind of just like the whole theory or concept, like, basically, like, we are we're the main characters in our life story, and then everybody else that we are coming into contact with, they hold importance. They hold a lot of importance to our life. So, do you believe we can change our fates? This is the thing. I believe, and these are my beliefs, I strongly believe that we have the power to change our fate. I feel, with our astrology charts, our life path, those, for me personally, and this kind of sounds contradicting to what I just said, I'm constantly growing and evolving and learning as I'm talking, but I feel like that's kind of just like a blueprint. And listen to this. This is just what I came through with, all right? I feel like our name, the vibration of our name, the time, the date, the place that we were born, that's the blueprint, okay? And we are born here on this planet. Listen to this. We're born here on this planet, right? And so basically, we're all spiritual beings, and some of us awaken. Some of us awaken while we're here on this planet, right? And so if you awaken, if you open your third eye and you see, okay, this is the blueprint. I don't like that so much. Let me change it. Let me act different so I can get a different outcome. I think that that's what it is. And for those people that are asleep, those people that choose not to wake up, those people that choose to stay asleep, those people that choose not to see the truth or ask questions or, evolve their life. I mean, if they don't wake up, they're just going to live accordingly to their life path and live accordingly to the placements and their sun, moon, rising, their houses. They're going to live up to that, whether that's good or bad. So I feel like we have a choice. Okay. We always have a choice. And Spirit told me this earlier. We always have a choice. What we choose to do falls on us, and this ties into, we're diving deep here. This ties into generational curses. All right. When I was young, I didn't know anything about a generational curse. But as getting older, I started unlocking wisdom and I started actually paying attention, and I kind of just started honing into my gifts and abilities and my spiritual body. And I realized, hey, all right, there's a cycle going on in my family. There's a cycle going on in my family, and I don't want to continue it. So I'm going to step out of that cycle. And, some people, and listen to this, some people in life, they are aware of a cycle, but they choose to play victim. They choose to not do anything about it and cry about it and dwell on it and just complain about it. So why not, instead of complaining, why not heal it? Why not end it? Why not be the person to nip it in the bud? And that's what I'm doing. And I'm all over the place, but these all tie in together. So, that's just me. Wow. Yeah. And life is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we're just on autopilot, and then we realize, we wake up one day and like, oh my God, my life is a spitting image of my father's. My life is a spitting image of my mother's. Like, whoa. And then your children are born. Okay. And your children, that's on them. Like, oh, are you going to break this? Are you going to break this curse? Are you going to not curse? Are you going to break this cycle? And let me talk about this. Curses. Okay. There's a lot of misconceptions about curses. Everybody's like, oh my God, some people that come to me, they're like, Shonnetta, can you help me? I have a curse on me. I'm doomed. I can't get out of it. I'm stuck. And I want to shake them. I'm like, yo, you're not stuck. You are simply in a cycle. Okay. What is a cycle? This is a cycle. Okay. A cycle is basically like a repeating circle. Okay. So we look at a cycle as, oh my gosh, I can't get out. But look at this. If you keep going, I'm out. I broke free from the cycle. So if you feel like you're stuck in a curse, or if you feel like there's a curse on you, you can break free from it. All right. We just have to embody that willpower. All right. We just have to believe in ourselves. The power of speech, the power of words are powerful. All right. This is a touchy subject, but that rapper that just passed away, like the power of words. I'm not even here to, make people feel some type of way, but what was his music about? What was he always talking about? Okay. Woo. Yeah, and we have the power to curse people. We have the power to do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, R.I.P. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. And it's just like, you have to, and it's just like spirit in so many areas is showing us like, hey, what we speak, we create. Hey, what they just spoke, they created. Hey, are you going to wake up? Are you going to pay attention? I mean, spirit is sending all of us so many signs, and it's just like, it's up to you to wake up. It's up to you. All right. Does it backfire on the cursor though? And this is my thing. Okay. So I'm all for free will, right? As spiritual beings, we have the power to, this is going to be a touchy subject for a lot of people. I don't just go around willy-nilly like, oh, I don't like you, I'm going to curse you. I don't like you, I'm going to freaking put you in a jar and make your life hell. I don't go around doing that. But I will say, you know, if somebody is out of pocket, if somebody is just, you know, really causing a nuisance, if somebody it just won't leave you alone, or if it's like a life or death situation, if somebody is messing with your money, if somebody is messing with your family, if somebody, you know, really wants to see you hurt, if somebody wants to hurt somebody in your family, if somebody is, you know, really wishing bad things on you, your family, you know, do what you got to do, you know, do no evil, but take no SHIT, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, when people are like, light magic, you know, light spread positivity, you know what I'm saying? Christopher told me this. He was like, we were having a conversation. He was like, if somebody with a gun, you know, comes into your house, are you going to speak positivity on them, or are you going to do what you got to do to protect you and yours? Like, what are you going to do? So just know that if you feel the need to put somebody in their place, just make sure it's justified. I'm not saying, you know, put somebody in a jar and flip their life upside down just because they cut you off or just because they stole your man. It has to be justified. Like if it's like a life or death situation, if somebody is like affecting you or threatening you or affecting your money, messing with your family, do your thing, go off, go crazy. Put some chili powder up in that joint, put some black pepper, all right? Do what you need to do, but just make sure it's justified, because if it's justified, I mean, it's not going to come back on you. You're doing what you got to do. But if it's not justified, if you're just being petty, if you're, you know, freaking making ammonia jars for every little thing, I mean, be mindful, because it always comes back around. All right. Jolene. All right. So do what you got to do. But I always tell people, you know what I'm saying? And when you are a spiritual being, let me talk about this. When you are a spiritual being and when you have a spiritual family that messes with you heavy, when you have, you know, ancestors that walk with you, that support you, somebody just said, how do I connect with ancestors? So when you have ancestors and just basically like a strong foundation of like the spiritual realm behind you, if somebody messes with you, 10 times out of 10, your spiritual team, your ancestors are going to fuck them up before you even have to. All right. Before you have to even do anything. You know, so that's why, you know, me and Christopher always tell people, like, be careful. You don't want it over here, because our spiritual team, they gonna handle it. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna handle it. So it's just basically knowing, walking like, hey, I'm protected. Anybody that tries to throw heaviness, boom, do what you gotta do, sis. But that was a little bit about that. Okay. You ain't lying. And I've seen it firsthand. It's all fun and games. It's all fun and games. John's life path is number 5. Constant change. Constant change. You're scared to open your third eye. I will say, if you're scared to open your third eye, you might not be ready yet. But you're watching this for a reason. So maybe you are ready. Maybe that's ego popping up. So... Interesting. Interesting. All right, what you guys want to talk about? Woo. I don't. Do 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 do. That drink from Starbucks is fire. I'm gonna be real with you. How was your third eye awakening experience? I mean, honestly, I don't even remember. It was so long ago. I mean, I just feel like it was all in divine alignment. I mean, it wasn't really scary. It was just like, I mean, I feel like when people say like opening your third eye, spooky, no. It's just honestly, you just see the world from a different perspective, you know? And I feel like if you really want to open your third eye, cut out the cruelty diet, you know, cut out eating death, cut out the flesh, and that'll really enhance it. That'll help you like start to see things from a different perspective. And you know, this is a touchy subject. I don't want nobody coming for me, but if you are eating like dairy, if you're eating a lot of flesh, if you're eating a lot of death, if you're eating a lot of processed foods, your pineal gland, aka your third eye, is going to be calcified. So when people say that, you know, eating a healthier, sustainable, raw food diet enhances your spirituality, it does. Like, that's just facts on facts on facts, because it's scientifically proven that, you know, consuming dairy and the processed junk food and all of that stuff really does calcify your pineal gland. And if your pineal gland is calcified, your psychic abilities will not be, you know, the best that they possibly could be, you know? So, and if you're lactose intolerant, you know, you were already born, like, Spirit was like, cut it out. You don't need it. We don't need that, you know? So that's just that. I mean, vegan meats is better than real meats, you know? Cutting out the fluoride, period. You know, I use fluoride-free toothpaste. I make my own mouthwash. I mean, we're very sustainable over here. We're very mindful of what we put on our bodies, you know? Ooh, you're lactose intolerant, but you still eat it. I would say listen to your body. You know, it's not even worth it. I mean, do your research on it. It definitely is addictive for a reason. And I mean, that industry, it's going downhill. I mean, you know, yeah, you know, I'm not judging. Like, this is a no judge zone, okay? But if you are lactose intolerant and you're still eating it, I mean, you're lactose intolerant for a reason. You were born that way for a reason. You really have to think about it. So you're indulging in this stuff because it tastes good, you know, which, bless, that's fine. But, you know, listening to your body, because I feel like, look, if I was born lactose intolerant, like, that would be like the best thing ever, because cutting out the cheese and the dairy, that was very difficult, you know, because of how addicting it is. So I look at people that are lactose intolerant. You guys have a upper hand, you know. You guys are blessed, you know what I'm saying? Because this is that stuff you don't want to eat, you know, especially with like the hormones and all the stuff that they're injecting, like, bless, like, you know. And it's addictive for a reason. Trust and believe that. How do you make your own mouthwash? Basically, we use distilled water. We add a little bit of pink Himalayan sea salt, because that's good to, you know, get rid of any bacteria in your mouth. But we also do use peppermint essential oil. We also do use spearmint essential oil. You give it a good shake. That's just what I do. The essential oil will really clean out your mouth, especially with the salt. You can even add baking soda if you want an extra, you know, little ting in there. That's what I like to do. All right. Okay. Okay. What do I feed my dogs? My dogs eat V-Dog. My dogs eat V-Dog, baby. So V-Dog is a vegan dog food. It's super sustainable. It's healthy for dogs. Yeah, they've been eating it for a long time, and they're thriving. I have pit bulls, and pit bulls, especially white pit bulls, they're known to have skin allergies. So that has helped dramatically with my babies and my sweet peas. And they love it too. Yes, I definitely need to make a video about my natural products, because if a lot of you guys don't know, but I'm chemical free with my hair. I make my own hair gel, and I have like some thick hair, you know, some really thick hair. It gets tangled, and I literally, this is the healthiest my hair has ever been. I mean, it looks a little bit crazy right now. It looks crazy right now. But I make my own hair products and all that good stuff. You know, I try to be, I don't wear makeup. I try to be very sustainable. I cut makeup out. And you guys, some of you guys might not believe it, but you know, not years ago, like, I forgot, it's been almost 2 years that I haven't worn any makeup, but I used to wear a full face. I was so insecure to the point where I wouldn't go out in public without makeup. Like, that was just me, you know what I'm saying? And so the fact that I haven't worn it in like almost 2 years or over 2 years, that's empowering because look, a lot of people, they can say, I'm not codependent on makeup. I don't need makeup. But at the end of the day, I really strongly feel like society has molded this whole, interpretation that women need to have a full face of makeup on to look put together, to look presentable, all right, to, get that job interview. Women need to straighten their hair. They need to look put together at all times. But honestly, like, if you are a woman and you got to be vulnerable, you got to be real with yourself, but if you feel like there's a sort of codependence on the makeup, maybe try to, take a week off without it. And it's funny because my old best friend, this was years ago, my old best friend, she had just had her first baby and she had just stopped wearing makeup. And then this was when I was wearing like full face of makeup. I was like, girl, why'd you stop wearing makeup? Why'd you do that, girl? And she was just like, I feel so free without it. I feel so good without it. I don't need it. And then I wasn't really supportive of that. I was just like, oh, okay. And I just kept wearing makeup and everything like that. But now, years later, now that I don't wear the makeup, I feel where she was coming from. How do you uncalcify your pineal gland? There's certain herbs that you can take. There's, you can put turmeric on your third eye. That's really good to really get in there and decalcify it. But also what you put into your body. Drinking distilled water. This is the only water that I put in my body. Distilled water is the purest water that you can ever get. Stay away from the alkaline water. What are they really putting in there to alkalize it? For years, not years, maybe like almost 2 years, maybe. This is all me and Christopher have been drinking. Yeah, this is all we've been drinking. And this is a beast. This is amazing. A lot of people are like hesitant to drink distilled water, but distilled water is just like the purest water. It's no extra stuff, none of that. So let's see. Are you clairvoyant or clairaudient? So clairvoyant is just having a knowing. It's just like, yeah, I just know that this is what's going on. Clairaudient is where you hear messages. I'm definitely both. I'm a lot of the clairs, okay? Clairsentient, where you can just sense something. I don't know all the terminations for it, but with my psychic abilities, when I'm channeling messages, I definitely see images. I see images of certain things. I see colors. I just have a knowing. It's like, oh, I don't know why, but I'm just saying this. My senses, I'll get like certain chills. I'll hear certain frequencies in my ear. And that's definitely, spirit always, for me, spirit comes through and is like, okay, you're on it. You're accurate right now. I'll get chills. I'll just feel something, especially if I'm doing a reading for somebody and they're going through heavy stuff. I'll actually just like feel what they're going through or what they have experienced. And there's been a lot of times like in readings where I've just like been brought to I've just been brought to like tears and stuff like that because like I can actually feel their energy and the heaviness and just sharing space with somebody, they don't really even have to tell you what's wrong. You can just feel it. It's kind of like, whoa. So that's a lot. Oh, Christopher's so cute. Yes. Woo, you guys, but my phone's about to die. How do you interpretate ear ringing? So literally it's just like a little like a buzz or just like a frequency that you hear in your ear. I don't really know how to explain it. That's just the best that I can do is just like a frequency that you hear. All right. Yeah, you guys. So I've been talking for a long time. Queen of Wands. So many people have been talking about Queen of Wands. So many people have been talking about Queen of Wands, y'all. Queen of Wands. Is it because I seem like Queen of Wands? Queen of Wands definitely represents me. That's my energy all day, every day. Queen of Wands, it's in correlation with fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. That's the energy of, Queen of Wands. I look at that as the socialite card. Queen of Wands is the energy of just being very social, having a lot of social things pop up for you, constant emails, people wanting to talk to you, being very busy. Queen of Wands, she's a busy bee. All right, she's a busy girl. She real busy, and it's just like a lot of people are so drawn to her because she's fire, she's light, all right, she's that bright energy, all right, people are just drawn to her, people want to talk to her, all right. All right. All right, you guys. So peace and love, peace and love. I'm going to end this reading here. I'm going to end this with a reading, okay, before my phone dies. All right, so I'm going to end this with a quick general message for the collective. If you guys have a question, focus your question as I shuffle the cards. Hopefully your question can get answered. I'm going to end this with a general reading with messages that Spirit wants you guys to hear. Focus your question. All right. Final messages for the people. Final messages for the people here. Ooh, yeah. Hey, that Hannah Montana theme music. All right. So you guys, wrapping this up, ending this talking about the full moon in Gemini that's occurring. The moon has now shifted into Cancer, but I mean, the moon is full. You can still do your rituals here. This is the energy here, back of the deck energy, 5 of Cups. All right, you guys. So 5 of Cups, this is the energy of, you know, honestly, sadness, feeling like going through a hard time emotionally. But for all of you guys, this is the message here of don't be afraid to empty your cup. Don't be afraid to pour out your emotions. Don't be afraid to express how you feel. The moon is now in Cancer. Share, you know, your heavy emotions. Share everything that's been burdening you with somebody close that you call family, somebody that you love, somebody that you can trust. That is a message as well. So that's like the overall message. You know, don't be afraid to release your emotions. Don't be afraid to tell people how you feel. And finally, look at that, you guys. Queen of Wands came out. You guys are talking about her. Okay. So general messages, you guys, this is for so many people. So take what resonates, let the rest go, let it flow. We have 4 of Pentacles in reverse here, you guys. So for whoever needs to hear this message, let go of the stress. If you're stressing about your finances, if you're stressing about your money situation, if you're in debt, this is the energy of use this full moon to release it. I am releasing debt. I am debt free. I'm releasing poverty. I'm releasing a lack money mindset. I am abundant. I am rich. Okay. If you're stressing about work, if you're stressing about hard times, you will get through it. All right. This is the energy of overcoming it. All right. And don't be so stingy with your money. Okay. Don't be so stingy with your money. Okay. Money is simply energy. Money flows to you easily and effortlessly. Okay. 10 of Wands, you guys. What have you been carrying for so long? What burdens have you been walking with for years and years and years? This is the time, you know, to really reflect on all of your shortcomings, everything that's been weighing down on you, everything that's been stressing you out, all right, for this past decade. Okay, what is it? And this being in reverse is telling you to release it. No more suppressing it. Okay, no more of that. We're breaking free. All right, because there's burdens, there's old stress, there's old traumas, there's old conflicts that are coming up here. And, you know, this is that 5 of Cups, going through hurt, going through emotional pain. But this is the energy of we have to stop suppressing it. We have to stop saying, I don't care. We have to say, oh, I'm over it. We have to be honest. We have to be vulnerable with ourselves, and we have to break free. All right, what's going to happen when we break free? Page of Pentacles, a fresh new start, okay? Pages, it's fresh energy, it's new, it's beginnings. So trust and believe this full moon in Gemini, when we release this old stress, when we release these burdens, when we realize that money is simply energy and it comes to you easily and effortlessly, you are abundant, you are a money magnet. When we realize that, look at that, Page of Pentacles. You see how she's going in her bag? All right, she's in her bag. Okay. Yes. And so more general messages for the people here. Queen of Wands, socialize with people, connect with people that you love. All right. Hang out with your loved ones, hang out with your soul family. Queen of Wands, be social. Send a text to, you know, one of your family members that you haven't talked to in a while. Check up on them. Ask them, hey, are you okay? Because this is also another message. You know, there could be people in your family that are, you know, distancing themselves from you because they're going through stuff in silence. They're suffering in silence. Ask, how are you? Hey, are you good? Do you want to talk about anything? Just checking up on you, because, you know, with everybody, it's just like, pride, ego, I'm not going to hit them up because they don't hit me up. Bless. Let's go ahead and release that. If you feel called to check up on your family, check up on old friends, do it. Don't be bitter or don't be upset because they don't speak first. Maybe they're not speaking first because they have their own, battles and demons that they're battling and, dealing with. So don't be afraid to communicate with people, send a text out, call somebody, say, hey, I was thinking of you, love you, peace and love. Okay. King of Pentacles, okay? And this is the energy, Three of Pentacles. This is definitely the energy of here, plant these new seeds with this new moon in Gemini, all right? This is the energy of planting new seeds. So while you are releasing these old burdens, these old stress, after you release it, okay, what are you wanting instead? What are you wanting to create? What would you like your life to be? All right, Three of Pentacles, plant those seeds. All right. But with that being said, here, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and end this reading. All right, and I hope you guys have a beautiful day. All right, peace and love, peace and love. Woo! All right, I've been talking for so long. Hey, John said, sing shoo-be-doo-be wop wop. Hey, let me see if I can get it. Let me see if I can do it. This is me and John's inside joke. All right, let me see if I can do it. Hey, hey, hey. All right. You would see the biggest gift would be... Oh, wait, that's not the part. It's, travel down the road and back again. Said your heart is true. You're a pal and a comforter. Do-do. So, I don't know what part it was, but it was shoo-be-doo-be-wop-wop. All right. Bye, guys. Peace and love. Peace and love. My throat chakra needs a break because I've been talking for a while. All right, you guys. Hit the whoa. Everybody has to hit the whoa before you leave. 1, 2, 3. Whoa. All right, bye. I'm out of here. Okay.